Hey everyone, this is Gale from PaulGaleNetwork.com, and thank you for joining me today for this trailer watch of Sonic Frontiers. This is a 38-second long small preview courtesy of IGN.com. I'm looking forward to it. It is May 31st, 2022. This game will hopefully be an awesome Sonic title. I'm stoked. Let's check this out. Here we go. By the Sonic team. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice Breath of the Wild S right there. That's cool. Nice. Now, this looks pretty sweet. See, I saw that originally. I was like, Zap? Yeah, and once again, that confirmation. Okay, that was a quick enough trailer that we've got to check this out again. Okay, hold on. That was pretty quick. Before I watch it a second time, that looked good. I mean, when we first found out officially that Sonic Frontiers was a thing and that it would be this big, presumably big, open world game, I thought, all right, the terrain's got to be pretty large because you don't want to have this character who is really fast, Sonic the Hedgehog, run quickly from point A to point B and be done with the island. No. You want to gain speed and jump over valleys and go through corkscrews and all this kind of stuff and take a while to reach the end of the map. If you can unlock the full map at once, maybe you get faster along the way. Who's to say for sure? But the map's got to be big overall because, you know, you want to be experiencing high speed and also be doing so for a long enough amount of time. And that little impression that we got seems to indicate that it is a pretty large map. Let's see if we can watch this again, maybe pausing along the way this time. Okay. So we don't see how big the world is yet, but right away, this is pretty. This looks nice and smooth. And then here you get a little bit of a sense of, oh, what was just over the edge, right? Here's Sonic's charging something up, this turbine, like a hamster wheel. Have a couple of characters here and there. We've got the rails in the distance floating in the sky. Okay, after Sonic charged this up, it sent out a pulse, maybe unlocking something in the area. Maybe it's unlocking a power-up. Maybe it is unlocking a feature that this area is known for. Like if the world is overall connected, but it has its so-and-so plateau, so-and-so ruins, you know, so-and-so valley, and then each one kind of has its own gimmick, and, you know, you have to open it up by finding these, you know, hamster wheels, and that will give you access to launching up into the air to access this world or this portion of the map's rails, for instance. You know, something like that. Well, we'll see. Or power-ups. Okay, how fast was Sonic running around this enemy? Because this is all gameplay, which is cool. Okay, so you're not necessarily running an incredibly quick circle around the enemy, but it's definitely perceived to be faster thanks to the blue flash that follows Sonic, and I think that's a nice visual touch. You are moving pretty quickly, though, just not like insanely fast. We've got some dashes, some homing attacks. Okay, hang on a second. Let's watch that again. Yeah, this goes by pretty quick. I'm also reading, by the way, it says, enjoy this small preview of Sonic Frontiers and tune into IGN all June long as Sonic Frontiers will be the IGN first cover story. Look forward to seeing everything from world-exclusive gameplay reveals to the first ever hands-on impressions to interviews with the game's creators and more. Everything kicks off on June 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. That's tomorrow. That's pretty awesome. Music by Tomoya Otani. So we're going to get a lot more of this, which is great because This is a quick little tease, right? But it looks cool. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to go off into this terrain over here, you know, mountains and crossing the water and stuff like that. But who knows? Maybe you'll find a hang glider in the game or something like that and can soar off into the distance. But for all we know, this is one giant island, you know, a mini continent or something like that. But it looks nice. I wonder, is the whole thing navigatable by land and by running, or will there be sections separated by water and you have to, you know, flash to, teleport to, grind rails on to get to, stuff like that. I like it. I like the texture work. This right here, these sharp lines and hard edges, a little bit have a curvature right there. I mean, it's still straight lines, but it curves into it. Kind of reminded me of that logo of Sonic Frontiers, which I previously thought was, you know, maybe it said the word Zap, you know, but that looks nice. A little bit of a speed boost there. We had a couple of different rings. Yeah, boy, this goes by fast. Oh, that goes by fast. So we've got our standard gold rings, and we've got something else up here. Some red rings. The music's beautiful. So Sonic's got punches and kicks. And that's another thing that's interesting is, you know, what's Sonic's moveset going to be like? You know, presumably he runs fast enough into something and he collides with it, not getting hurt if it's at a certain speed, or when he goes into his ball form, he's got his homing attacks, might be able to jump on to characters, punching and kick moves. You know, I don't see him picking up, you know, weapons and stuff like that, that kind of mechanic, but it'll be interesting to see just how diverse are his attacks. See, that's what I think. So like Zap, right? I mean, look at that. Z-A-P, right? And I'm really happy. We knew this before, but the game is coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. I wonder if they knew, Sega knew that we cannot not have this game released on Nintendo Switch. It has the biggest install base of any single platform. Sonic games such as Sonic Mania and whatnot have previously been doing well on the platform. Let's make the Nintendo Switch as the base version and then scale things up to look better and run smoother on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and then be fully optimized for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. Could that have been the mindset? And of course on PC. Because some games, you know, they're made first and foremost for the platforms that were around at the time, like Doom, you know, for instance, was made for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and then ported to Nintendo Switch, and the developers had to break it down and do what they had to do to make it. Something else like Mortal Kombat 11, on the other hand, you know, it was made independently for Nintendo Switch and then Xbox One and PlayStation 4. That's possible that they could have made two different versions, but I don't know. That's a lot of time and effort. It's possible though, but yeah. Did they have one kind of base in mind, like optimize this, make sure it works and runs really well, really smoothly on Nintendo Switch, and then just evolve it? In some ways, even if you're making the base version for like Xbox One and PlayStation 4, that technically does kind of hold back, you know, the grand scheme and the scope of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series versions, instead of if you just made it purely for those other consoles, because you'd be able to have, you know, greater access to CPU and GPU and have a bigger size and scope in mind. Or it could be kind of like a Horizon Forbidden West situation where you had the game on PS4 and PS5. It ran very competently on both, but the PS5 version was more than just a little bit of an enhanced version. It had some significant improvements that, okay, not completely its own SKU built from the ground up entirely, but uh, it was different enough and improved enough that, it's certainly worth owning that version if you had to pick the two and if you have both consoles to play it on. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this game runs across the board. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Sonic is a beloved character. I have my Sonic the Hedgehog statue right here. Not every Sonic game is a hit, but Sonic himself is cool. The IP is cool. The games are cool. Not all the games, like I said, are, these 9s out of 10 and stuff like that are in this excellent category, but most are good. There may be a couple that are less than good, but overall, Sonic is a great IP, and I'm always rooting for the franchise to succeed. So we're going to see what happens. What I'd kind of like to see, honestly, is a scenario where they made it for Nintendo Switch first, because then you're going to have the base version comparatively as solid as Monster Hunter Rise, for instance. Capcom made Monster Hunter Rise for the Nintendo Switch from the ground up. It's a perfect example of how a lot of developers should approach their multi-platform games, in my opinion. Fully take advantage, dissect the Nintendo Switch, and fully utilize it. You're going to get a lot out of that hardware when you're making it from the ground up. I mean, you've had enough time. It's over 5 years old right now, that you've had the tools and you have the experience in how to build games for that platform. Maximize it. If that was Sonic Frontiers situation like Monster Hunter Rise, you're going to get a really solid base game, assuming it's of good quality too, but you're going to have a really good solid base game in terms of visuals and frames per second, resolution, etc. Build up on that for the Xbox One, PS4, where it's tightened. And then if that was your intention from the beginning, by the time you got to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, you're probably running this thing at 4K, 60 frames per second with ray tracing on. And maybe it has, a little other bonus of that foliage is that much more grand, or the texture work, the shadows, the lighting is just that much more improved on the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. But we'll see. We're going to get more all throughout June. That's awesome. One more time. I like the music. Quick zooms. Dig it. There's a lot to dissect in here. I hope it's Sega's moment for Sonic to really succeed, I think Sega's been on a roll, or I should say Sonic has been on a roll. Sonic Mania was really well received. We had 2 awesome Sonic the Hedgehog movies back to back. We've got a 3rd one in the works, and then we have some hype behind Sonic Frontiers, so let it be really good, let it be a good quality game. Hopefully it releases this holiday season, and it can be just awesome. Let me know what you think. Was that a fun trailer? Was that a good reaction? Do you have anything to add to the topic in general, the trailer, the dissection? What do you think the rings represent? Are they life? Are they energy? Are they something that is gathered just for points? Probably not. It's got to be something beyond just, points. Collect them to open up new places, new abilities, unlock characters and palette swaps from the movies, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that's a little bit far-fetched, but that would be kind of cool too, like different skins from the film. Yeah, cool stuff. Good. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to more. Thanks again for watching. This is PGN signing out. Hope you all have a good one. Take it easy. Bye.